Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Surpanakha came to Ravana and told all sorts of things to him. She poisoned Ravana against Rama and Sita, and now Ravana, based on all the things that she had told him, he took a decision and he quickly goes to this Vahanashala and asks the Sarathi to get him a chariot. The chariot that the Sarathi gives him is nothing less than a Pushpaka Vimana. So on that, Ravana now starts moving from the beaches of Sri Lanka. And from there, he is now slowly crossing the entire ocean, and then he sees a huge place which is called Jalapraya Desha, Sagaranupamam. It actually means place which is very close to the sea. From there he is actually moving, and he keeps watching at all the things, and he is now slowly flying in the air in his Vimana, and he is going ahead and watching as to how the world is unfolding in front of him. Sitamangalatoyabihi padminibhi samantataha visalaihi ashramapadeir vedi madbhi samavritam. So he has seen a lot of ashramas also over there, and from there Kadalyadhaki sambadham narikelopasovitam salais talais tamalaischa pushpitais tarbhirvrutam. So he's seeing many banana trees, and then he also saw a lot of other types of trees. Then he also saw a lot of coconut trees, and from there he kept on moving. He's now crossing some forests, right? So that's why he's probably seeing a lot of different varieties of trees. And on the beaches only, near the shores only, he was also seeing different types of snakes, a lot of types of birds. Then he was also seeing Gandharvas, Kinnaras, and then he was also seeing Vaikhanasas, Valakilyas. He was seeing all the people, and he was seeing the places in which they live, and he was actually moving. And from there he also saw some wonderful Apsara trees, and he even saw some Tamala Vrikshas. He saw a lot of plants that bear flowers, and he also saw huge mountains. As he kept on moving, he suddenly saw a huge banyan tree. Tesham dayadham garudastam shakham satyojinam jagamadaya vegena tochobhu gajakachipau. So he saw a huge banyan tree, and he quickly remembered the story where Garutmanta brings a huge elephant and a huge tortoise over there, the Gajakachapas over there, and he eats on that branch. And from there he moved on, and finally he has crossed the other part of the shore. He is actually moving for a long time, and he also sees a huge tree called Subhadra, that's a Nyagrodha Vriksha, and he sees a lot of rishis who are doing tapasya over there. And from there he moves ahead, and there he sees a wonderful but a small beautiful ashrama, and in that ashrama tatra krishnadinajaram jatavalkaladharinam dadarsaniyataharam maricham nama rakshasam. So he finally reaches there. He sees a rakshasa called Maricha. That Maricha is wearing the robes of monks. He has given up on a lot of things. So Maricha was actually having a lot of tejas in his face. There's a lot of aura, there's a lot of light radiating out of his face. And Maricha sees that Ravana has come. As he enters Maricha's quarters, Maricha welcomes Ravana. He gives him a nice place to sit, and whatever munis and rishis eat, with that he quickly brings some good meal and some good amount of water. And now he's asking, Kaschitchu kusalam rajan lankayam raksheswara kenardhyena punastvam vai turnameva mihagataha. Maricha is asking, O Rakshasa Raja, O Ravana, I hope everything is fine in Lanka. Otherwise, why did you come here so quickly in such a short time? So that essentially means that Ravana has already come once, probably a few days ago or so, and now he has come back. So Maricha is now asking Ravana, what brings you to my doorstep? If you remember, who is this Maricha? Maricha was the person whom Rama hit with a Manavastra. We discussed that story in Balakanda at Tatakavadha, where he kills Subahu, but he hits Maricha with a Manavastra, and Maricha came out and fell near Lanka. After this, Maricha built an ashram for himself and he is doing tapasya. He has given up on all bad things in life. So that Maricha now is really worried as to why Ravana, the ruler for all Rakshasas, has come over there and has started such a discussion with him. Ravana is not speaking much, so Maricha is asking many questions. Now, again, this shloka, which I just said, which essentially tells us that Ravana is visiting for the second time, this shloka is not available in the Prachya Patha of Ramayana. So, if you want to think that this is the first time Ravana is going to Maricha, that's also fine and a valid explanation. Now, Evamukto Mahateja Marichena Saravanaha Tata Paschayadam Vakyam Abravit Vakyakovidaha. Now, Ravana is talking back to Maricha. We shall spend a little time on understanding where Maricha is doing the tapasya, because this tree where Garutmanta came and had a meal of a elephant and a tortoise, that story is there in Mahabharata also, and there it actually tells that this is to the north of India. So, though I really don't have a clarification as to what is the physical location of the place where Maricha was doing tapasya, but then based on this Vatavriksha where the Gajakachyapas were eaten by Garutmanta, the Pakshiraja, so probably this Vatavriksha might be there not at the South Sea of India, but it probably is somewhere towards the north of India or close to a northern sea. And in the Prachapatha, the way Ravana mood is described as Uttaram Chakurun Pasyan Pasyams Chevanagottaman Devadanava Sanghaischa Sevitam Hyamrutarthivihi. So this essentially means they are talking about Uttaram Chakurun, so Uttara Kurudesa, which is near Kurukshetra and which is to the north of Kurukshetra, quite some distance away from Kurukshetra, and people call it as Devabhumi. Hence, we can safely conclude that Maricha was doing the tapasya somewhere near Himalayas, but again, this is not something that has been decided upon by any scholars yet, so that still is not very clear. Now, Ravana has come to Maricha's ashrama. Maricha is worried. Now, Ravana started speaking. Maricha Sruyatam Tata Vachanam Maubhashta Arthosnamajartasya Bhavanhi Varamagadihi. O Maricha, listen to what I am saying. I am in a trouble and you are the person who can get me out of this trouble. Janishetum Janasthane Yadha Bhrata Karoma Dushanasya Mahabahu Swasa Sopranakhatime Risirasya Mahateja Rakshah Pistasana Anyaj Bhava Sura Labdha Lakshani Sacharaha Vasanti Man Niyogena Rativasam Rakshasah Badhamana Maharanya Muninvai Dharmacharana. O Maricha, as you know, my brother Khara, a great warrior Dushana, my sister Surpanakha, who loves human flesh, and then Trisiras and many other Shuras, they all stay in Janasthana. You know about them, right? And then Chaturdha Sahasrani, Rakshasam, Bhimakarmanam, Suranam, Labdhalakshanam, Karachittanavartinam. There are about 14,000 soldiers over there who will not go away from the path of Khara. Whatever Khara says to them is the final order for them. Te Tridanim Janasthane Vanamana Mahabalaha Sangata Paramayatta Ramena Sahasanyuge Nana Praharanopetaha Khara Pramukharakshasah. Now, this Khara, this Dushana, these 14,000 people, they all went to fight with Sri Ramachandra. Tena Sanjata Roshena Ramena Ranamurdhani Anutva Parasham Kinchit Charair Vyaparitam Dhanuho. That Sri Ramachandra, he did not even utter a single word. He just took his arrows and killed all these people. And at the time, Rama did not even have a chariot. And now, by killing Khara, Trisra, and everyone, Rama has removed the fear from the minds of the people in Janasthana or Dandakaranya. Now also we see, right, a lot of countries try to win over the other countries by making them afraid. They use all tactics to install fear among the people, and at the end of the day get those countries into their rule. But I think this technique is there since Ravana's days, because Ravana is now saying by killing Khara, Trisira, and everyone, Sri Rama has essentially taken away the fear from Dandakaranya. The people in Dandakaranya now feel safe, they are safe and sound. this is something that I am not liking. So that's where we can see Ravana's character. Pitra nirantah krudhena sabharya kshinajivitaha sahanta tasya sainyasya Rama kshatriya pamsanaha. This Rama was sent out of the house by his father, and hence Rama's entire lifespan has decreased. That's why he has come and killed all my army. Dussila Karkasastikshno Murkho Lubdhojitendriya Yaktadharmo Hyadharmatma Bhutanam Ahiteradaha. So now he is giving a character certificate to Sri Ramachandra. This Ravana has never met Sri Rama, but he is saying Rama's character is not good, his swabhava is not good, he is always angry, he is not a person who has soft heart, he has a very hard heart, and he has no control over his indriyas, and he has left dharma, he has become an adharmatma, he is not wishing good for the animals. And I don't have any anger with Rama, but still Sri Rama went ahead and he cut the nose and ears of my sister Surpanakha. Hence, I want to get Sita from Janasthana using force, and I really want you to help me. And he is also telling Maricha, oh Maricha, you are a person with huge energy. If you and my brothers stand behind me, even if all devatas come, I'll not care because I'm going to win over them. Hence, you come, you have to stand with me. You are such a great warrior. That's why I have come here. Please understand my desire and please think of what you are supposed to do. Or wait, I should only give you the plan. He's saying, Sauvarnaspam Mrugo Bhutva Chitro Rajdevinduhi Asrani Tasya Ramasya Sitaya Pramukhechara. You become like a golden deer which has got silver dots on it, and you always roam in front of Sita. The moment Sita sees, she would ask Rama and Lakshmana to catch this wonderful animal that she is seeing for the first time. Then both Rama and Lakshmana will run after you. You run as quickly as possible, and once both of them are away, I will easily take away Sita from there. I'll take away Sita with the ease of how Rahu takes away the light of moon. And since Sri Rama will not have the wife, he'll immediately become weak, and then I'll come and easily defeat Sri Rama. This is what Ravana is saying to Maricha. Maricha has not responded yet, and the moment Maricha heard Sri Ramachandra's name, his face lost the enthusiasm, the charm. He started turning pale, and he did not even blink his eyes, and he was staring into Ravanasura completely. And then he started talking, and he started off with a wonderful sloka here. This is in the 37th sarga. This is the second sloka. Sulabha Purusharajan Sattam Priyavadinah Apriyasya Padhyasya Vakta Srotaja Durlabha. O King, O Rajan, you can easily get people who tell you lies and who talk to you in a very sweet manner. Sulabha means it is easy to get. Purushaha means men. Rajan, O King. Satatam Priyavadinaha. Satatam means every time. Priyavadinaha means someone who talks sweet and who does not talk about anything which is not liked by you. Apriyasya to Padhyasya. Apriya means something which you don't like. And Pathya means something which is good for the body. Vakta Srotacha Durlabha. If you want to listen to the truth, or if you want to listen to something on which you need to act quickly, first of all, you won't get a person who will tell you something which you don't want to hear. And even if you somehow figure out that person, you won't get the person to hear it. Are you getting it? So even if you get a person who can somehow come and tell you that these are all the mistakes or things that we need to do, somehow you convince someone, he comes and he speaks and all this stuff, even if he's coming and telling, but you will never get a person to hear it. Vakta Shrotacha Durlabha. Now Maricha has started. This is a very, very nice sloka. Sulabha Purusha Rajan Sadam Priyavadinaha, a person who talks sweet and who talks about things that you want to hear. You always get to get such people. It's always easy to get such people. Sulabha Purusha Rajan Satatam Priyavadinaha Apriyasya Padhyasya, someone who is trying to tell you good things which will help you in the long run. As they say in Hindi, kadva sach, apriyasya chu pathyasya bhakta. First of all, getting a person who is going to tell it is difficult. Even if you get such a person, shrota cha, the person who is going to listen, he'll never be there. Okay, bhakta shrota cha durlabaha. Saying this, Maricha is starting his argument. What will he say? And all that we'll be seeing in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om sarvam sukhvi sarasmahara swam charanarvinda arpanamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.